Hey readers, this week we've been studying author's purpose, and there are 3 reasons that authors may write. One may be to answer a question. The other is to describe, to use details. And the last is to explain, to give steps, and often there are sequencing words like first, next, finally. Yesterday we talked about the author's purpose being to answer a question. And today you're going to read this story about where raccoons live. It says, raccoons live all across North America. They prefer woodlands near water, but with the growth of communities, many raccoons live in cities and suburbs. Raccoons live in dens, either by themselves or in groups, with one male and many females. Besides breeding season, raccoons usually change their dens nightly. They use their dens for having babies, winter sleep, and temporary shelter. Raccoons make their dens in hollow trees, barns, attics, old squirrel nests, crawl spaces of houses, under sheds, abandoned cars, rock caves, and chimneys. Since raccoons will eat anything, these animals can survive in city or forest areas, as long as safe dens can be found for shelter. After reading that, you're going to be thinking about identifying how the author's purpose is shown. Circle 1. A. Answer a question. B. Describe something. C. Explain something. And I'm going to go on to the next slide, which is the same as the second slide. And the title is asking a question. Where do raccoons live? So that means the author's purpose for us to read that text is to answer a question and give us that answer. And on your last slide, you're going to give more detail about that. The author wanted to answer the question. I'm going to say answer a question, and it tells where raccoons live. They live in, first sentence said North America. You could also say they live in woodlands near water, dens. There are all kinds of ways you can write that. I'm going to say they live in cities and rural areas. And then on the last slide, you're going to highlight to support your answer. And I wrote, raccoons live in cities and suburbs. You could also say that they live in this area, hollow trees, barns, attics, chimneys, forests. So support your answer by highlighting the sentence in the text.